Hello, my friends. I am. I've tried so hard to not record in bed because it's just rude. I'm sorry, but I'm feeling a little hopped up on drugs today, and hopefully not like a long term thing. But I'm just sitting in bed with my heating pad right now because I'm so cold. It has been so cold lately in the Bay Area, even though it's gorgeous and sunny outside. But it doesn't really come into my apartment, so it's always kind of cold in here. But I'm just eating a little bit of a snack. It is technically it's called 粽子. It's like a savory rice square that people wrap, kind of like a tamale. You wrap it in this like certain kind of lotus leaf. I think it's lotus leaf, and you can do sweet or savory, but I much prefer savory. So I'm having a little snack on that right now. But it's very hot. I just got this frozen from the Asian store. There's a lot of MSG in here. It's so good. But it's like a vegetarian one, actually. But it has like mushrooms and mm, sometimes it has tofu. Sometimes it has pork. Mm, I just put some kimchi on it because I love kimchi. But very basic, very savory. Mm, 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 mm. So, since I last saw you, very little has happened. I was taking ovulation tests for a week, trying to figure out when I would ovulate so that the rest of the calendar and just the plan for my procedure, my protocol of taking drugs and stuff could get to like figured out and then just hammered down and planned for the next month. So like I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I have no idea. I have tried so hard to understand this ovulation cycle and like where exactly I'm supposed to start and how it's supposed to match up to like my whole schedule for treatment that I have no idea. But I can just tell you, I was peeing on an ovulation stick every day for a week, getting nothing. And then there was one day where it looked slightly more positive than the other days, but it was like not super straightforward. So I sent the message to my helper person at my clinic, and they said that that probably was it, but they'll continue monitoring. Monday, a couple days ago, yes, I went in to get my blood test just to see if that was the ovulating day because there was like that was like that's like the way to see your blood and your just your levels of your they for mine it's like levels of progesterone and estradiol. um but the tests come back with like a bunch of different things. Like I found out I was O positive blood type, which I kind of forgot. Like I wasn't sure. I figured I was O, but I forgot what kind of O blood type. Anyway, um, based on that blood test, they said that I definitely did ovulate. So the day that it looks like it was positive would be confirmed as my day. That day is like when you're ovulating, kind of a surge of hormones you get. I'm not even going to try to remember it. But that was cool to know about my body because I actually did feel like different on that day I was ovulating. Just in a good way. Like I think like ovulation and the time before ovulation is when you have like the most energy. You're just feeling great, feeling very fertile and stuff. So that was great. And then that meant that on Monday night I was to start taking my birth control pills. And this is the part that this is the one part that I was most against, because a lot of people don't take birth control pills prior to going through the procedure. Um, and I've avoided birth control my whole life. It's been really easy, like, to avoid hormonal birth control, other than like my IUD. And that's like as much like hormones that I wanted to have in my body. I try to avoid it, but this clinic is very adamant on using something like this. I think for the timing purposes, because it's very, very like you just start to you use it to control, your whole cycle, and specifically when I want to start this, aka when I will be going in for the different exams and when I'm going to go in for the surgery. So I get it. They want to have it perfectly timed, and as they there's also stuff online that says like it can really help with getting your ovaries all in sync and all in the same place, like all of your eggs, so that they all start developing at once. Because I wouldn't want a couple or one to like be way ahead of all the others. I totally get it, so I just sucked it up and started taking these pills, which you best believe I did a lot of research on online, and these are progesterone only pills, but it's a synthetic kind, so it's different than the hormone, like the natural kind. And I really wish that it wasn't synthetic, because the synthetic one comes with side effects. But like, is there a way to have like more bioavailable natural ones? I'm not sure. That's a whole rabbit hole, and I try not to get into it because I have to take these. Basically, kind of like a birth control pill, but not as strong as the type that are like combination of hormones. This is just progesterone. Of course, I researched the side effects of progesterone. Not totally sure. I don't think I've been feeling any of them, the known side effects. One is depression, and I know a lot of women feel this like super low drive and low energy. I definitely feel like shit today and yesterday, like since I started taking them. I really don't want it to be psychosomatic. So and maybe my body will just get used to it, because I can't think of any other reason. Oh, but I'm also PMSing, but this is a different kind of feeling. Like, I'm sure I'm not used to it. I just haven't taken birth control before like this. Yesterday was painful. I'm so lucky that my job is pretty chill and I'm still working from home. So I took hella naps yesterday, and that really helped. I could not stay up. Today, definitely less painful. I slept for 10 hours. I still woke up feeling really tired. There's this like just perpetual weight in my eyes that just makes me so tired. And my body just feels really kind of sore. Just like there's like, I don't want to say that there's like poison running through my veins, but just this like unwell feeling. And I'm hoping that it's not that I'm sick or anything, but just this feeling of not optimal wellness. And I am just so glad that I don't have to go into work right now. I have to go into work tomorrow. It's like an interesting celebration thing that my work is doing, that I probably need to go, and it's probably gonna go pretty late. But other than that, I actually looked at my calendar. They give you the whole calendar of like from now to like your egg retrieval, and the dates work really well for me, because I have a lot of like vacations planned, and my work already had some vacations built into the work calendar at work, so that like I will be out at really optimal times. So I just want to get this done. Like when I kind of saw the facts about egg freezing and realized that I'm 34 and this is kind of a tipping point in my egg health, I immediately was just like, I want to get this done. The sooner the later. Like, this month is better than next, and it's better than the next every month. Really, you only have 12 months to ovulate in a year, so I'm just like, actually, a lot of it is working out really well for timing. But yeah, that physical stuff, it hasn't even really started, but I'm so excited to get off this birth control. I still have to take it for another 7 days, and then I'm just gonna get off in next Wednesday, and I'm just so happy. I know that a short amount of time won't really like affect me too much. Other than that, I've been trying to eat healthier. So there's a lot of things that I don't necessarily have to do, but I am just doing because why not? I've quit caffeine. I've stopped eating as much processed food. I have I never smoke or drink much to begin with, but I've stopped doing like high intensity exercises. I'm either just right now doing yoga or very slow running or walking, but in the future I will be having to do only walking because it's dangerous to do a lot of things like that when you're stimulating your ovaries and they're just like exploding into like 5 times their normal size. But that will all start next Friday. So there is, I have about 10 days until like I start stabbing myself. And that part, it sounds fine, but you know, it's still like once you're staring it down the syringe, you're like, it's probably gonna take a while to get used to. So yeah, I had a conversation with my person, like my representative today. She's not a nurse. I will have a nurse that I can talk to anytime after once I start medication. But yeah, today I just have someone who was like here to guide me through the first like 10, 20 days, and that was great. And she actually made the procedure seem pretty chill. Like there's some painful parts or painful shots that I've seen other people have to do that in this protocol that I have, I do not have to do. So counting my blessings. Um, so now just lots of rest and hoping that this birth control stuff doesn't um, just goes away soon, these symptoms. So I knew I wanted to come on and say that to you guys and update. I think unless something crazy happens, I'm just gonna be chilling on this birth control until next Friday. And I'm gonna be learning how to take my shots, and I'm gonna be ordering my medicine. But yeah, expect that will be when I will update next. Probably my meds and my baseline ultrasound, which is when I go in and like really start. It's like day one, go. So I hope you're all doing well, and I'm here in bed just getting through things. I'll talk to you later. Bye.